Start from the beginning. Hi, I'm John Westberg, ASMJC VP of Communications, here with a recap of the February 27th ASMJC Senate meeting. The meeting was called to order 1:20 p.m. in the TV room on West Campus. First of all, on the roll call, every senator that is holding a position was at this meeting. The only executive who was not at this meeting was Jason Mendez, and the student trustee Andrew Campbell was not in attendance. He was excused as he is working for the school. Moving on to business considerations, in the executive category, the Berryhill plaque was discussed, which was talked about as a bench with a quote and a light post on the West Campus. In legislation, the election code was passed, and this was presented by Brad Borges, who is the VP of Legislation. He went over the new changes in it, and one of the new changes they're looking into doing electronic voting, so that should be very exciting coming up in the future. Under finance, $2,500 was approved for the 2016 NCWCA conference for the Writing Center. What this is a writing conference for MJC writing representatives from the Tutor Center, and they believe that it will help them better tutoring MJC students, which will overall help students. That was approved. The next thing that was approved was $5,800 to the 28th Annual Latina Leadership Network Conference. This is presented by Senator Tengeluk, and she was there on behalf of the Club Mencha. It's a 3-day conference coming up in the near future, and it was passed unanimously. The next item on the finance was $5,000 for Cram Night. And this is for Cram Night in the spring semester, which will be in the week of April 27th, the finals week. That was approved unanimously. The next expenditure approval was $3,200 to Capture Technologies for the purchase of ribbon ink for ID. Now, this purchase was double the regular purchase for the ribbon ID, for the ID cards. This is for the student benefit stickers on the back of your ID cards, and it's very important to have a lot of these around. That was approved. The next thing approved was for $8,800 for New Student Day. This is a newer event. They had one in the fall. This one will begin on March 14th, and this is for incoming students, such as high school students. And basically, it's going to be an all-day event and a one-stop shop for enrolling at MJC. The counselor's department is very involved in this, and ASMJC is sponsoring it and putting money down for food to feed everyone there. The next item that was approved was $2,000 at Costco for supplies. VP of Operations Kathy Rao presented this item, and most of the money is going toward microwaves, coolers for replacements, and shelves for the storage rooms. The next thing on the finance list was $25,000 for a laptop program. This was actually postponed to the next meeting as legislation did not touch on it. So that will be coming up at the next meeting. The next item on it was $15,000 to the Geology Club, and this is for a summer trip, which is actually part of a class, and this is something that ASMJC has sponsored in the past. And it passed again. So $15,000 to the Geology Club. One of the final ones was a $5,100 experience for MJC Welcome Back Night at the Modesto Nuts on July 3rd. Now this was brought up by Kyle Brown, who's the VP of Activities, and they did a similar event like this back in the fall semester for the Welcome Back Week with a game at the Modesto Nuts where they have reserved tickets, and this was passed. The approval funds of $5,100. The final thing on it was $300 to facilities for a Powell back payment, and this was something that was under budgeted in the past, and now it's just paying it over. Moving on, in other news, in inter-club news, ratification of the Veterans Club was approved unanimously by the Student Senate, so they are now a club. And we went through executive reports, Senate reports, and for those, I recommend going to the actual live stream video, which is now on YouTube, to go through those. Finally, the meeting was adjourned. Thank you for watching, and continue to watch all the ASMJC production videos. For ASMJC Productions, I'm John Westberg.